Good afternoon on this sunny Wednesday afternoon, being July 10th of 2024. It's your baby boomer, Kitty Lane, from the Peninsula in Virginia, and I'm here welcoming you to another Create and Relate. Guys, I feel really good today. The swelling in my feet and legs had gone down a lot, but of course I sat up, so they went up. This morning has been really productive. A little bit of background. I thought about starting a YouTube channel last year. I thought about it. I made up my mind that I was going to do it, and the start date was supposed to be in January. Well, I started researching what I needed to do in December. And I quickly said, no. I got to give myself time. I got to get, a little more acclimated to the camera. And there are a lot of things that I have to do. So I pushed it off into the middle of February. I quickly realized I was not ready for that. I pushed it off again until March. Then life started happening. And things were starting to push things that I wanted to do further behind. And I said, no. Yes, I embodied Matthew McConaughey, and I said, no. Anybody who saw Magic Mike knows what I'm talking about. I love that line of his. But at any rate, when May rolled around, I put my foot down and said, and determined that I had done enough reading, enough research to at least put my feet in the water. Because if I didn't do it then, I wasn't going to do it at all. And that this is something that's very important to me. It's important to me because being handicapped and getting disability, my funds are limited. So when the family wants to do things, when the family, whenever anybody is running a little short, I'm not even one they can turn to. And I'm mama. And I feel like my situation is tearing me away from my place. I know that nothing can remove me from the role of mama. I will always be mama. But as mama, I'm going to always want to take care of my kids and my grandkids. So I want to be in a position to at least offer assistance. Along with that, my daughter and I found ourselves in a scary situation last month where we were almost evicted. And it took a very dear friend to help us out. It took friends and family to help us out of our situation. And I'm grateful to them, don't get me wrong. I am really grateful to them. But I don't ever want to be in that position again. I don't. So I decided to step up my YouTube game. And I really started immersing myself into researching and studying, looking at videos that would teach me about things that I needed, how to set up. And there were some things that were repetitious and seemed successful for those people, a lot of it being the backdrop. Well, that's great for a lot of people. I'm kind of isolated to my room. There's not but so much I can do in my room. Where I had my yarn situated before, for a little while it seemed ideal, but I felt like I was sitting in a corner and I was very inhibited, and I did not like that feeling. It was very closed in and claustrophobic, and I had to get out of that corner. Now, I can't draw and paint on these walls, so I can't draw a backdrop. I don't want to take a picture and put a faux backdrop up because I'm not coming to you fake. I'm coming to you real. You see the inside of my closet, that's the inside of my closet. Right now, I cannot close my closet door. When I changed my room around, some of the things that were in the way took up residence in the closet. And I can't close my door right now. Not that I would really want to, because it's never closed any other time. So I'm not going to give you the fake. I'm going to give you the real me. When I reach certain topics, they pull tears. There are some, I listened to one of my older videos where I started becoming a little loud and forceful, and that's because I'm passionate about what I talk about. If somebody angers me, everybody's gonna know it, because I can't bring you anything but me. I am authentically me. It took me until 2009 to get out from under my childhood being stolen from me, my body being taken, my body being used as a punching bag, people trying to manipulate my mind, people trying to tell me what they want me to do in life instead of encouraging what I'm doing in life, people trying to tear me down when all I've ever wanted to do is build. I'm a fixer. I want to build everybody up around me. And as we get into my topics or the things that I want to discuss today, you'll see that I'm not trying to backbite or undermine anybody. And I think this little segment right here goes out to family more than anything. Y'all, our family reunion is coming up, and I'm always excited to go to the family reunion. But at the same time, there's a big part of me that reverts back to that little girl who's nervous, because I've always been in a position where I felt like I was trying to seek their approval. I know how far I've come, and being that they're already a little standoffish towards me, I really don't want to push them further away. So I'm praying that in our interactions, nobody steps on the kitty toes. Kitty grew up, y'all. Okay, now that we have all the disclaimers out of the way, the first thing I want to talk about is my weigh-in. I am at a solid 335. That is a total, I can't remember what my first number was. Y'all, when I tell you, I have lost it in my computer. Everything else I have, but I cannot find my weight chart. I cannot find my weight journal. And it's a little, it's more than a little, it's very upsetting. And, in my mind, I'm like, just build another one. Okay, that sounds real good here. But when you're sitting up 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning creating this spreadsheet, and creating the spreadsheet is not a problem. It's filling it in. It's filling it in, because, like I said, along with the weight journey, I was documenting how I felt, what was going on medically, those types of things. So it was a lot there that was lost. I checked the trash. There's nothing in trash. So I'm not in the habit of trashing stuff unless I absolutely have to. But I am pleased with the 7+ pound loss. I am. Oh, guys. So the video that I just posted this morning was actually recorded last night. And I was sitting here and I was so excited with the fact that I had finished the teal and watermelon shawl. And I was trying to think of a name for it. I know that it's always given me beachy vibes. And I just kept looking at it, and I was like, all kinds of things come to my mind. If I add just a singe of white, I might be able to get away with something like seafoam, seafoam on the beach, or something I would probably, be able to get out of it. But it's just the teal and the watermelon. And then all of a sudden, out of the ether comes Tropical Paradise. I honestly felt like someone whispered that name in my ear. Not crazy. I honestly felt like someone whispered that name in my ear. I felt like I had asked a classroom full of people, what's the name of this be? And I'm modeling it and showing it off, and then all of a sudden a student raises their hand and said, how about Tropical Paradise? And I had whoever sent that to me through the airwaves, I thank you, because it is absolutely perfect. I think of those that I designed and named, that is the most perfect description and name for this project, and I'm so thankful, whoever you are. And I'm pretty sure if you're watching this, you're going to be like, you know what, even though it happened, that's something else. Even though it didn't happen on the same parallel, you're looking at it today and you heard everything that if you're looking at that video today, last night, and you heard everything I said prior to it, then you're sitting there probably now, maybe in a couple of hours, and you'll be like, Tropical Paradise. But I received that last night, and I want to thank you for it. Here recently, I did go to the store again yesterday. I need to go again today. We run through creamer like babies run through formula. I kind of think the creamer is my formula. Because I can't do without it. I can't. So, my mind went blank for a second. I apologize. The young lady over at the store asked me how old I was. And I told her I'm 60. And she said, so-and-so told me you were this age. And I didn't believe them. I thought you were like in your 30s. And I was like, girl, all this gray hair. She said, And I laughed because I've been graying since I was a teenager. And I know that the gray does not define age at all. My hair is, I think I probably got some of the black back since 2009. I was so gray across here. I was. And when I walked away from that relationship, a whole lot of things changed. So I decided to give you all a few of my personal beauty tips. When I was much younger, I experimented with a lot of things. I did the oil of Olay, I did the night Olay, I did Noxzema, I did the ice baths, I did so many things, the scrubs, facials. As I got older, I realized what worked for me. I do not use soap on my face. Soap is a very drying agent. Now, Dove is not, the Dove bar is not soap, it's a cream bar. Tone, Caress, they are listed as soaps, but they are not harsh on the skin. But I don't even use those. I wash my face several times a day using water as hot as I can possibly take it. I give myself little mini facials throughout the day. When I start here, and I use the cloth and I rub up. Everything gets rubbed up. So I'm not only giving myself a facial, I'm giving myself mini facelifts throughout the day. The skin around the eyes is very, very, very delicate. So when you clean your eyes, the best thing to do is to put your cloth on your eyes. And that way, if you're like me and you have crusty eyes when you wake up in the morning, it'll loosen that crust. And then you wring your cloth out really good and you dab your eyes. cleaning out the corners as you go. Do not rub. When your eyes itch, and I have to catch myself sometimes because I do. If your eyes itch, if you have nails, very lightly at that spot, kind of like a lady who just got her hair done, but you don't want to tap your eyes, but very lightly in that area, like you have on makeup or something. You just want to slightly touch that area. And lots of times it's like dust or something that the eyelashes have caught, and it's kind of irritating a little. And when you do that, you're removing it from your eyelash. You may not even see it. It may be mite small. Speaking of eyelashes, my granddaughter asked me the perfect question a few days ago. She said, "Grandma, why do we have eyebrows?" And I explained to her that the hair on the body and the hair-like structures in the body are there for protection. Got that from my mama, y'all. She was a health and physical education teacher and a first aid teacher. But yeah, your eyebrows, when you sweat, if you didn't have your eyebrows there, and a lot of people who don't have eyebrows, that sweat that comes from your hair, which a lot of people use hair products, will roll right down into your eyes. Your eyebrows are your first line of defense. That sweat goes here and it comes here. Now, if you're holding your face down or something, when it comes around here, it may go into the corner of your eyes. But for the most part, if you're holding your head straight up, that water is going to trickle all the way down, unless it's like really, really heavy sweat and it gets caught up in the hair and it drips. Then it'll go to your eyelash. The second line of defense. Yeah, you guys are so smart. I mean, you think about it. You have hair inside your nose. And when my grandson asked me about their hair, I told him they were booger traps. In a sense, yes, we release moisture from our nasal passage constantly. And that moisture, instead of just running out, will get caught in those hairs and create what we call boogers, which is just hardened mucus. Hard mucus or trapped particles that we breathe in. Okay, so we don't want to rub the eyes. We want to pat them gently. We want to clean out the corners. The other thing is, I don't wear makeup. God told me I was beautiful when he sent me here. And I'm not saying that makeup is a bad thing. Have I ever worn makeup? Yes. Yes, I have. But my girls don't wear makeup. Every now and then they'll put on the colored lip gloss. When I worked at the hotel, Mac used to do demonstrations at the hotel a lot. And one of the representatives happened to have the same last name as my mom. But he fell in love with me and I fell in love with him. Not romantically, but both of us had such big personalities and they didn't clash, they grasped. And he would always give me the lip stuff. It wasn't called lipstick, but it was the equivalent of. So whenever I would look at future arrivals and see that he was coming, I would put some on to let him, because I did appreciate it. The fact that when I looked up the cost of that stuff, and that's the other reason I don't wear makeup. I can't afford that. If I got to pay that much money to look beautiful, then I'll be an ugly somebody for the rest of my life. $13 for eyeliner and pencil when I used to wear makeup and could get them for $1. No. Lipstick, $40 and $50. And the funny thing is, the lipstick now is made so that it doesn't rub off. Guess what? Mine doesn't either. But I don't introduce foreign things to my face. That's about the top layer of care. Just about. Oh, no, 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 no. Twice a week, I do give my face ice baths, and that's to tighten those pores up really tight, because I've already applied the heat and got all the little oil, excess oil. But every now and then, I want to tighten all of this up. I don't want to just leave my face loosey-goosey. If I didn't have problems with my legs and feet, I would do the ice facials more. I would. It's really helpful for the skin. It's refreshing when you wake up in the morning, for one. Number two, it's really good at closing those pores up. Number three, it's tingling for the skin. It excites the nerves in your face. So you're going to get a little natural blush. You know, these dark circles under your eyes, some of them are going to run away. You know, the lips, that might be a setback for some people. But the lips do tend to draw in slightly. I'm going to leave that one there, because I love lips. I don't care what size or shapes. When I draw lips, because I think lips are beautiful. Fat lips, thin lips, hardly any lips, soup coolers. I just think lips are absolutely beautiful, regardless of their status. So, internal care, or other care other than the physical, sunshine. And I'm not talking sunbathing. I'm talking about going outside, getting the natural light, not necessarily sitting directly in the sun. Because there are a lot of days that I used to go outside. I notice how weary I've been looking here lately. And a lot of it is because I do not treat myself to my healing, is what I call it, on a daily basis like I used to. I used to go outside every day and every night. When we moved here, it was nothing for me to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and go sit on my porch for 15, 20 minutes. And I don't do that anymore. When I was coming over here with my granddaughter, or when I would come spend the night when my son was living here, and I'd go outside and I'd sit. You know, I'd either sit on the stoop, or I'd sit in a chair, or whatever. I'd go outside and I would just chill. Yeah, and I miss doing that. I really miss doing that, and I need to start back. The other thing is, y'all, I drink my coffee. God knows I drink my coffee. But I know that you all have seen me grab water bottles. They say to drink at least 8 ounce glasses of water a day. I'm kind of restricted to the amount of water that I can drink because of my heart condition. But y'all, if I could drink 2 gallons of water every day, trust me, I would. Water does the body good. Water is so essential to us, not only for hydration, but for cleansing the skin from the inside, for keeping the organs functioned and hydrated. Water is a miracle. Oh my word, I'm telling y'all, water is a miracle in 3 elements. 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen. For a while, I did highly alkaline water, and that was because one of my guests at the hotel gifted my family a pallet of water. Y'all don't think you understand what I'm saying. I do not think you understand what I'm saying at all. I forgot how many of these 1.5 liter bottles came in. I think I said one time it was 2 liters, but it was 1.5 liters. I forgot how many came to a case or if they even came in cases. But I lie not to you. We had water on the floor under the kitchen table, all over the kitchen table, in the laundry room on the floor, built up 3 stacks high, sitting on top of the dryer, up in the shelves, on top of the refrigerator, on the counters. Each one of us had at least 2 or 3 cases in our rooms, and we were giving away water like crazy. We were giving away water like crazy, y'all. That water lasted forever. Obviously not, but you understand what I'm saying. So yeah, keep all of that in mind. Like I said, I don't use makeup. I don't use soap. I do treat myself to many facials throughout the day, and that's the uplifting with the extremely hot cloth. I go back, if I don't do the ice bath, I run all cold water on my cloth and just lay it on my face to get the same tightening effect and closing up those pores. Facial creams, I only recommend facial creams when you're removing makeup, or if you have a skin condition that requires it, or if you spend a lot of time in the sun. Now those summers that I go out and I go fishing and things like that, I use aloe vera gel on my face because I get sunburned very easily. So I treat myself to the aloe vera. I don't sleep in it. I don't like putting firm particles in my bed, so I don't sleep in it. I'll clean my face thoroughly. So, oh yeah, and don't forget, drink water, go outside, as always, or as much as you can. Exercise is good for everything. It is. I mean, a lot of my family and friends ask me when I tell them I can't get out and about like I used to. The first thing they say is, have you heard of silver slippers? I'm like, you all don't know me. Y'all are not even around me during the day. You don't know how I sit here and I'm doing exercises sitting in this chair. I have the little hand weights that I use, and I'm even doing this to try to tighten up my wings, and the side bends every day. The little Chinese thing with the gut. I know you can't see me sucking my food pan, but that's what I'm doing. I do that. They're not around when I do all of that. So no, I'm not lazy. You have to remember, I have an athletic background, and we had to train for the things that I do. Softball, you couldn't get on the softball team if you couldn't go through my mother's exercise regime. And I mean, she touched every muscle in the body. And before each practice, before each game, we had to warm up in her class, because I had her 2 years for phys ed. You had to warm up in her class, and then of course playing football, running track, and all these others. Oh my God, marching even. Not so much with, I don't remember the third band director's name. I don't. But he was the one who would make us march around the football field. Yeah, he was really good at that. And I appreciated that, because when we got ready to march, it became life-saving. The first time I marched, I was not prepared. And we marched in the mountains the first time I experienced marching. And when I got back home, and I tell you, my mom had to icy hot every part of my body. Y'all, I think I slept for 3 days straight. I was in pain. It was unreal. Yes. Okay, now we're going to slide back to the shawls for a little bit. I talked to my aunt this morning, and I think I told you all that what I really wanted to do was give everybody in my initial family their shawl and bag, and donate the other 3 to the bingo prizes. Well, my aunt, who has been on the family calls, told me they don't need any more bingo prizes. And what I really want you to do is live up to your potential and sell your shawls. So, what I have decided to do, there is one shawl I am still going to donate. I am donating it for several reasons. Number one, it's not my design. And we'll just leave it right there. It's not my design. Number two, I believe she would donate it. I do. I believe Crystal would donate it. Crystal has a very giving spirit, a very loving spirit. And number three, of the shawls that I have made, and don't get me wrong, I love my work. I love my creations. But if I were to lay all those shawls out and didn't know whose was whose and what's was what's, my first choice would be the common shell stitch shawl, because it's absolutely beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. And yeah, so that takes me back to the story in the Bible of Cain and Abel, when Cain went to God and said that he felt like he was being slighted because he gave 10% just like Abel did, and he couldn't understand why God always showed Abel favor. And God told him, when Abel comes, he gives me his best. I don't get the sloppy seconds. I don't get the messy mess. I get the absolute best that he has to give. And that's the concept that I had in mind when I decided which one I wanted to donate, because that by far is the best shawl in the bunch. The rest of them look good, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I stuck my toe in that stool when I did these shawls. I did, and I'm very proud of them. But that one by far is the best. So that's the one I will be donating. I am going to be selling my shawls, hence research. I have sold shawls before, and I priced them according to my formula. I've been spending a lot of time on Etsy. Like I said, I believe in research. And I've been watching how people price things. Y'all, I've seen some shawls up here on Etsy for $1,300. I saw one for, I forgot, but it was a ridiculous amount of money. And I was like, what? I was lost. So, I decided to go back and rethink the prices of my shawls. I know my bags are $20 regardless. $20. That's the bag. And then the shawl, if you get the shawl with the bag, we can't figure that out. But anyway, I know the price of the bags is $20. And then of course I'm structuring the prices of the shawls. And if you all are interested, I will, after I get it all together, I will tell you all on the video, or I will list those prices in the description box, and you can contact me and let me know what you like. Okay, so in my looking at videos last night, I think I've told you all many times before that I want to experiment with other yarns. And being on a fixed income, I can't really afford to go buy the kind of yarns I want to experience. So one of the things that I have done is try to jump on giveaways. And I ran across one last night, y'all. that I really want to share with you. A lot of the giveaways that I've run into, they will announce the giveaway at the beginning of the segment, and or somewhere in the segment, and then right behind it they choose the winners. So it's kind of like you have to be there on that live for those. But the one I ran into last night, I don't remember the young lady's name, but her page is Pretty Peaceful People, and I will put her information in the description box. But y'all, I was writing everything down that she had. Like I said, when I'm rushing, I scribble. She is giving away 10 baskets, or what they call artisan market baskets. She has a tutorial on the artisan market bag on YouTube. I've not yet seen it, so I can't list it until I look at it. I don't know anything about it except that it sounds amazing. But she is located on Facebook, on Instagram, of course the tube. There was someplace else, but she was talking too fast and I didn't have time to go back and look at it again. Her baskets that she's giving away, number one is called Royal. Of course, it's all shades of purple. There's Santa Fe, which reminds you kind of like beachy tones. Earth tones. Tree Hugger, greens. Ocean, turquoise, teal, so forth and so on. Unicorn, yeah. Moon, it's like off-whites, greens, and grays. And autumn colors. Number 9, sunshine, bright and yellow. And then number 10, rainbow. Self-explanatory. But all you have to do is either watch that giveaway. I had to think about it. I be getting these brain farts. I'm sorry. And she's going to and she'll tell you how to go about it. She is giving away the 10 baskets. It's very easy to enter. You can enter on every platform. She requests that you only enter once, which I think is fair. And the drawing is going to be August 1st. So don't jump out here and sleep it, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Those are some pretty amazing colors. They were awesome. Okay, I lost myself. Here we are. Also, mystery boxes. I'm learning more and more what mystery boxes are all about. As of right now, I only know of 3 creators who have or will be having mystery boxes soon. And that's Lisa Lark of Happy to Hook Creations, Ron the Yarn Addict, and Nancy. I didn't get Nancy's page, but she was on the live yesterday with Ron. So if you want to catch her page, try to go back and look at the live, and she should be there. Okay, the last 3 are pretty simple. Guys, awesome news. We have 40 subscribers. Yay! Woo, 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 woo. Okay, you go, girl. Let's get it. Hey, hey. Okay. 40, y'all. That's 10 to go for the month. I am super, super, super excited. And you guys are so helpful. Miss Tina. Miss Tina told me to make a playlist for my videos to help. And sorry about that, guys. I live very, very, very close to Langley Air Force Base and NASA. So there's no telling what you're going to hear right here. And not too far from an airport. We don't get that often, but we do get it often enough. But yes, guys, she told me to make playlists. So the video prior to this one, I was able to put it in a playlist, because that's the only place I've seen to put it in a playlist, other than I think I might be able to go back and look at the videos, because I know when they give you the save option, sometimes playlists will pop up there. So I'll have to look further into that and see how to do it, because I spent hours last night trying to figure that out. I started about 6 o'clock yesterday evening, and 11:30, 12 o'clock last night I was still trying to figure out how to do it. Okay, so 10 to go, 10 to go, 10 to go. Hey, 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 hey. Okay. I have been saying from the very beginning how important research is, how vital research is. And I think, I know for me it's because I want more than just a YouTube channel. There's a lot of purpose behind mine. Like I said, I don't want to ever be facing eviction again. I want my family and my grandchildren, their family too, yes. But I want everybody to be comfortable enough to come home and know that there's a home, whether it's an apartment or a house. And I want to be able to contribute as much as I possibly can to the household. I want to do things for my grandkids, like when birthdays roll around, which we got one coming next month, to be able to go and get her things for her birthday, knowing she loves unicorns and rainbows and mermaids. I'm sorry, she absolutely loves those things. And her doll babies, which I told her I can't buy her doll baby. I don't think either one of those doll babies has the body that goes with the head. A few of them, she just Dr. Frankenstein them. They got one peach arm, one brown arm, one dark brown leg. Y'all just don't know. Them polo doll babies. I can't see myself doing that part. But if I saw a really cute outfit, or if I know, like she'll ask me every now and then to make her something crochet, and I can shoot across the street and get some yarn from Joann's, and go right around the corner from there to Michael's if I need to, and then across the street to Dollar Tree if I need to. So I got options. What else was I saying? Oh yeah, because I want to be able to contribute to the household. I also want to engage with my... Y'all, I want to learn. That's the biggest thing. I want to learn. I've been crocheting 55 years, and there are things that I am still learning that I'm like, dang, how come nobody ever taught me that? Dang, how come I've never seen that before? Oh, good grief, that looks simple. So, yeah. I gotta go get yeah. Happened to look over at the window and realized my Clorox wipes are sitting in the window. I used to have a bucket sitting right here. And I'm asking myself, how did it get way over there? But then I remember that my daughter came in and was helping me do some cleaning. So she put it over there. But I got to get my bucket back over here. That was an out loud thought moment. Sorry. And then last but not least, definitely not least, there's this meme that I saw not too long ago where it said, there comes a time a person comes into your life when you don't think you need it, but they fit right in. That's a true friend. This young lady came into my life because I needed a ride to the bus or the van that was going to be carrying us to New York. So she came and picked me up, and she begged me to put on a seatbelt, which I don't believe in seatbelts. I don't. For babies and small children, yes, I do. But I don't believe in seatbelts for me because I have seen the horrors. I have seen the horrors of what fastened seatbelts can do. I've seen people burn in cars. I've seen people drown in cars. I've seen people get trapped in cars and had to have seatbelts cut off of them. I had to cut a seatbelt off of a woman once because of an accident that I witnessed, and it's not a pretty sight, y'all. Not a pretty sight. So I personally don't believe in seatbelts because I think when it's time to get out, you need to be able to get out. Yeah. But at any rate, when she came into my life and she was beckoning me to put this seatbelt on, and I gave her my long spiel as to why I didn't believe in seatbelts, she said, "But you're in my car, you're going to wear your seatbelt." And I'm like, really? Okay, let's go. As soon as we dotted the corner, headed to our destination, she ran stop sign. Y'all, she didn't even slow down. I started checking to make sure. No, I didn't. I actually got tickled. I giggled a little because I'm the same way. Did slow down just a tad, but it was just to check and see if anything was coming, and then she just moseyed on through. I called her out on it. I did, because she had my life in her hands. So yeah, I did. But then I noticed every stop sign we approached after that, she did the same thing. So this was just her way. This young lady has the hugest personality, and she's 5 feet tall, and as of tomorrow, because tomorrow is her birthday, she will graduate from friend to fairy. I love fairies. Tinkerbell is my favorite by far. But she will graduate from friend to fairy. Fairy godmother, fairy princess, she will be fairy. Trying to think of everything else that I had to say about her. I have nicknamed her Little Mighty because she's only 5 feet tall. And she in turn nicknamed my granddaughter Littlest Mighty. So it's Little Mighty and Littlest Mighty. And she's absolutely amazing. She's thoughtful, she's caring, she's loving. She is just absolutely amazing, and I thank God for her every day. Every day I do. She's just been such a thrill to our family, and I hope that we have been just as much of a thrill, if not more, to her, because she deserves it, y'all. She deserves it. But this is my way of saying an early happy birthday to my fairy, CJ. I love you, sis. But yes, I wanted to share those things with you guys. This time I did actually write them out, so you can see from, I don't always write like a doctor. Sometimes it is illegible. So yeah. I know there was something I said I was going to get back to you on. Yeah. Okay. I covered everything. Yeah, I covered everything. I just wanted to be sure. I had a couple of side notes over here on the other side, and I wanted to make sure that I got everything in there that I should. I don't know why I don't pull these glasses from off the top of my head instead of leaning into the stuff like I am. But y'all, honestly, these are nearsighted glasses, and except for reading, to hold it that far away, it's a struggle, and I would be squinting. Yes, when I put them on, I see it just fine. But then I get to the point that I look up at the TV and I'm looking through the lenses, and it makes the pictures on the TV a little distorted, and it also gives me an excruciating headache. So sometimes it's easier just to act like I've lost the glasses or to just pull them up on top of my head. I am going to be crocheting once I get off of here. I have to, if I'm planning to get anything done. Y'all, I dropped my remote. And out of the house full of remotes that we have, none of them have backs. So every time we drop a remote, the battery comes falling out. So I always have to pick up the remote and the battery. But you guys, I want you to have an absolutely spectacular day. I do. I am going to release some of this fluid here, finish off this cup of coffee, and go make some Kool-Aid because the babies are coming a little later on this afternoon. And I am also going and wash those few little dishes in the sink. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to be chaining one, single crochet one, chaining one, single crochet one, chaining one, single crochet one. Those of you who know. No, I'm going to be doing the mouse stitch, getting this, oops, I took some out. I can't afford to do that. I need all of these stitches. I met my stitch quota yesterday, guys. I did. I went like 2,000 over, so I did good. No, I did, yeah, it was close to 3,000 actually. I think it was 28 something over. But yeah, that's where I am so far. That is not. I decided to leave the green in, and as you can see, this is not quite enough for the shawl. The shawl is going to be folded a little bit better. It's just a little bit more tucking I have to do to it.
And by the time I get this done and it all stitched up, it'll go in there fine. It doesn't look like it will, but it will. It'll go in there just fine. All of them look smaller until you get the shawl in them. But yeah, we working it out, y'all. We are working it out. We're gonna work it out. Oh, we're gonna work it out. Since I can't dance on my feet, I'll dance in my seat. How about that? But as always, you all, when you walk past that mirror and you see your reflection, I want you to stop and say, "Oh, you gorgeous. I love you." And then I want you to remember to every fiber of your body that I, Kitty Lane, loves you too. Have an awesome day, guys.